sweepstakes story.
Oh, what's up? We've got 16 potential winners in New York. One of them turn out to be a phony?
No, it's the character on Cupertino, the favorite.
That horse wins. He stands to win $140,000. That's not bad for a $3 investment.
But the trouble is I can't find him. Called the address the sweepstakes people sent from Ireland, and he's gone.
Gone where?
Landlord says he doesn't know. Ran up a big rent bill and then skipped months ago. I gather he's some kind of a deadbeat.
Deadbeat who stands to win $140,000.
Well, should I keep trying to track him down? You know, we run the names of those winners tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got the makings of a good feature. Sweepstakes winner missing. What's his name?
McBride. Cornelius.
All right. Here's your lead. Cornelius, where are you?
Cornelius McBride, are you in there? Cornelius. Cornelius?
Come in. Oh, good morning, Nora. Oh, you're looking fine.
Don't good morning me, Cornelius.
I always said you were a fine-looking woman when you're mad, Nora, and so you are.
Now, cut out the charm. It's been 26 weeks since I've had 1 penny of rent.
Oh, that long? Whew, how time does fly, huh? Oh, come on. Now, Nora, where's your sense of humor?
I lost it 6 months ago when you asked me to marry you. 6 months. And still no wedding ring.
Nora, you know that I am an honorable man. And when my ship comes in, you've been down to St. Dominic's talking to those priests, haven't you?
No. But I think I will. And when I come back, if you don't have the back rent, or the ring, or both, out you go. And I mean it. This time. Out you go.
Good exit, Mike.
What did I tell you? Wasn't I right? Keep quiet on talking. You wait a minute.
No.
I think she means it this time.
$10 says she doesn't.
You're on.
Well, Father, have you reached a decision about the termites in the gym floor?
Well, no, sister. According to the estimates, we can cement, and that will cost $2,500. Or we can spray and get by for another year, maybe.
Well, how much does it cost to spray?
$150.
Quite a difference in price.
Termites in the floor not 2 years old. It's disgraceful.
Well, I hope we can do something soon. The termites were flying all over the gym floor this morning like saber jets.
Does Father O'Malley know about the termites?
Not yet.
Well, I'll talk it over with him and let you know what our decision is. He worked in the bishop's office, you know, in the chancery. He knows more about bugs than I do.
Oh?
He was on the building board.
Of course. Thank you, Father.
Oh, excuse me. Mrs. Callahan to see you, Father.
Oh, sure in.
Father Fitzgibbon.
No, Nora. Don't get yourself so excited. Is it Cornelius McBride again?
Who else, Father?
Oh, dear. First termites, now Cornelius. Yes, Mr. Feathers. Now, Nora, this relationship of yours with Cornelius can't go on. Has he made an honest proposal to you yet? I see. How much back rent does he owe you now?
26 weeks, Father.
26 weeks?
I know I'm gullible, Father, but... Well, the poor man has no place to go. Then there's always the possibility his ship might come in.
What ship?
Well, he could hit it big at the track. He's very good with horses.
Too good.
Or maybe a winner on sweepstakes. Or that grand job in South America, you know, that he's been talking about all these years.
Nora, horses, jobs in South America. Don't you know that those things are all fancies?
I know, Father.
And how can you go on believing in them?
Because no one ever told me those stories before. My first husband came home, told me what a tough day he had at the plant, ate his dinner, and fell asleep in front of the television
And left you well provided for.
Yes, he left me well provided for.
Nora, there's only one thing to do. Leave this faker immediately.
How can I leave him? It's my rooming house.
Oh, yeah, so it is. Well, evict him then.
Yes, Father. I just wanted to make sure it was the right thing to do. Cornelius' condition, you know, his weak heart and all.
Put him out, and his condition will be bound to improve. Believe me, Nora, I know Cornelius. He's been playing on your sympathy. And I tell you another thing. He's been taking you for granted all these years. You put him out. Let him have a taste of what it's like on the outside, and he'll come around, and with a ring in his hand.
Thank you, Father. This time, out he goes.
Oh, here, come on, let me give you a hand.
Oh, no, that's the last. Oh, Lord knows it isn't much.
So you, finally decided to give Cornelius his walking papers, huh? Well, I know how you must feel, Mrs. Callahan. And if it's any consolation to you, I think you did the right thing. And everyone else in the house thinks so, too.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Kravitz. I hope so. Mr. Powers, the new tenant, you know, he sounded like a real gentleman over the phone.
Mm. Over the phone, they all sound like gentlemen.
Pardon me, can you tell me where Jefferson Street is?
Why, certainly, it's right down. I'm going that way myself. I'll show you. Here, let me have one of these.
Oh, thank you.
Name's Cornelius McBride.
Tim Powers.
Well, what address are you looking for?
12033 Jefferson.
What do you know? That's where I live.
Well, what a coincidence. You room at Mrs. Callahan?
I sure do. And a finer woman you'll never meet.
How are the others?
Oh, grand group. You'll be very happy there, I promise you.
Kitchen privileges?
Technically, no. But in my case, it's a little different.
Oh, how?
Well, you see, Nora, Mrs. Callahan is kind of soft on me.
Going steady, huh?
Well, you might say that. As far as Nora's concerned, Cornelius McBride can do no wrong.
Got it made, huh?
Welcome aboard, Tim. What floor are you on?
Second.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm on the second myself. We'll be neighbors.
Well, I feel at home already.
I tell you what. I'll tell Nora that you are a friend of mine. That'll clear the way.
Gee, I can't thank you enough, Mr. McBride.
Don't mention it. Well, what room you got?
12.
12?
What's the matter, Mr. McBride?
That's my room. Nora?
Yes, Cornelius?
I can't believe that you'd do this to me.
Well, you'd better start trying.
Father Fitzgibbon told you to give me the heave-ho, huh?
So go.
Give me a moment to pull myself together.
The last time I gave you a moment to pull yourself together, you were here for 26 weeks.
I know. That's right. And to think of all the plans that I've made for it.
For us? Ha!
That's right. Go ahead, laugh. Laugh at all my dreams, all my hopes. When right here, I hold the future for both of us.
Another Irish sweepstake ticket. Oh, Cornelius, when are you going to grow up?
Nora, this time I can't lose. Look, read the serial number.
Isn't the time?
Nora, believe me, this time my ship will come in. I'll buy you a wedding ring. I'll take you on a honeymoon trip to Europe. I'll buy you a piano that'll be bigger than anything they've got in Carnegie Hall.
When is the drawing of the sweepstakes?
Yesterday. Well, it takes time to notify. Oh, they might have sent the letter by regular mail.
It won't work, Cornelius. Now, your bags are in the hall. Your room is rented. And you and I are finished.
Who will see that I take my medicine?
Now, that, Cornelius, will have to be your own problem.
Goodbye, Nora. I want you to know that I bear you no grudge. I'll think of you, and now and then, I hope that you will think of me.
I will not.
Sure, Nora. Sure. I'll be by to pick up my mail.
$10 cash.
I'll mail it to you.
Taking this over to the shoemaker to have it repaired.
You know, I'll never forget what you've done for me, Tom, putting me up here at the center. I'm a little surprised after all I've been through, taking on this solid food.
That's a good thing to keep up your strength, Cornelius.
Don't you worry, Tom. You'll be amply rewarded for your generosity here in the hereafter.
Will you just stop worrying about it? I'm not.
Tom, sit down. Look and read the serial numbers.
137112.
What do they add up to?
Another attack when you lose, the same as last year.
They add up to 16. Look, the drawing was held yesterday, June the 10th.
Cornelius, you're getting excited again.
Don't you see? The 6th month and the 10th day. 10 and 6 is 16.
So?
Don't you see?
No.
What's my name?
Cornelius.
Cornelius McBride. 16 letters. My initials. C-M. C, third letter in the alphabet. M, 13th letter in the alphabet. 13 and 3 is 16. Name, number, and date. It all works out perfectly now. Where does my horse have to finish?
16th. I'm sorry, Cornelius, but the drawing was yesterday. If you had a horse that was picked,
Well,
you'd know by now.
I gave them my old address. Maybe they can't locate me. Maybe I ought to call Western Union.
And maybe you're just kidding yourself, Cornelius.
Maybe that's my trouble. All my life, I've just been fooling myself. Tom, I think I'll take a little nap. Sleeping is a place for dreams.
You, hear from Cornelius?
Not a word.
Such a dreamer, Cornelius. Him and his stories, him and the Irish sweepstakes. How many times have I heard him tell you that someday he's going to buy you a piano like they got at Canarsie Hall?
Carnegie Hall.
What's the difference? If he said... Oh, a weak heart, but a warm heart, believe me.
Mrs. Callahan! Mrs. Callahan! It's Cornelius! Cornelius!
He had a heart attack.
No! The sweepstakes! The Irish sweepstakes! Oh! Cornelius!
Cornelius? Hey, Cornelius. He could be a millionaire, that silly slobber Cornelius. God bless him. But can you imagine $140,000 worth of a millionaire? Hey.
To think I threw him out like a mangy cat. Well, have you seen him since then?
And I might say I know where I can get in touch with him.
Oh,
You took him in at the center, didn't you?
where is he now?
He's taking a nap.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go tell Cornelius before he sees the headlines.
Wait! Wait. We can't tell him.
Why can't we tell him? What are you talking about? What's the matter?
It's hard. It's hard. They can't take it. You woke up at the Cornelius, eh? And after so many years of his dreaming in those dreams, you say to him, hey, Cornelius, I hear you got a winning horse in the Irish sweeps. What do you think is going to happen?
He drops dead, that's what.
Hey, he wake up, he see the headline, he drop a dead too, intelligentone.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey.
See, we got to be careful when we break the news. You know, we got to make it easy, like it's not important, you know, like a relative got run over. Nice, you know? For his protection, we got to tell him because that's before he reads the evening paper. No, it's our sacred duty that we got to tell him. And you're going to do it. Yes, please.
Yeah, come on, please. You can do it.
Please.
You gotta help us
Do it.
out, you know.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, not me. Cornelius collapses too easily. I haven't got the delicate touch.
Why we waste time here with foolish nonsense? This is a job for only one kind of a person, a priest.
See.
Father O'Malley, of course. Oh, he's so good looking.
No. We need an older, wiser head. Other feet. Hey, he will be perfect. Oh, you can arrange it. No, please, you go ask Father Fitz to talk to Cornelius about this. Please, you do it.
Really, you can do it. Please, you gotta help us.
Now, wait a minute. Wait, I happen to know that Father Fitzgibbon is dead set against gambling, especially horse race gambling.
Yeah, but you can still do talk to him, do anything. You don't have to
All right. I'll talk to Father O'Malley, and Father O'Malley can talk to Father Fitzgibbon.
Oh, thank you very much. Very nice.
Maybe it'd be a good idea if Father had the ticket with him when he told.
That's a good idea. The ticket. The ticket. The janitor. Hold it! What is all this I got to talk to Cornelius about?
Well, they want you to give them the good news.
Good news? What good news?
Well, it seems Cornelius is about to win some money on a horse race.
I'll have no part of it. I've seen too many poor people grow even poorer playing the ponies. How much is he going to win? $100? $200? $300? How much then?
140,000.
140,000? Why, that horse could lose.
If this horse jumped up a tree, he'd still get $6,000 consolation prize.
Well, it's still gambling and horse playing. We should have no part in it. Besides, what kind of race is going to play that sort of money?
The Irish sweepstakes.
Yeah. Oh, well, now that's a bit different. Now, that's for a good cause. But hospitals, you know, and why, on the ticket there's a picture of a nun.
I believe that's a nurse.
In Ireland, they call the nurses sisters.
Oh, I think that's in England they do that.
Oh, no, don't interrupt. I'm thinking. I think that one of my parishioners would win $140,000. You sure it was the Irish sweepstakes?
Oh, yes, Father. It's the Irish sweepstakes.
Well, I talked to Cornelius. Oh, by the way, Father, when you were at the Chancery office, did you find out anything about termites?
Termites?
Yeah, you know, getting into the woodwork.
Oh, yes. Well, if you treat the wood in advance, you never have any trouble with them. Well, why? Do we have a termite problem?
But this ticket has been torn.
Oh, well, just a little mistake.
You must watch these things, my boy.
Yes, Father.
What is this? I didn't do anything.
The charitable element has to be considered. What with the building of hospitals, and help to the poor and the sick, why, in many ways, it's like a church bazaar.
That's a good point, Father.
You know, a thing like this could bring a big change to Cornelius. Money makes a man aware of his responsibilities.
Like doing the right thing by Nora Callahan.
Exactly. Though I don't like the implication of that statement.
Sorry, Father.
Well, I think the natives are getting restless, Father. I'll send him in, huh?
Oh, good, Chuck, good. But keep the rest of the mob outside. Cornelius, of course you'll understand that this little talk of ours was not arranged for any trivial reasons.
Yes, Father.
How long have you been wagering on the horses?
Oh, I couldn't say. All I know is that there's no cure for it. I'm one of those that lives on hope, knowing that someday, somehow, the big day will come along.
I see. Well, now, let's suppose...
Yes, Father.
Let's suppose, for the sake of discussion, that your big day did come along.
How big, Father?
Well, you know, like one of those Irish sweepstakes that I've been hearing about, where a man could win up to, say, $140,000. Had you ever speculated, academically, of course, what you would do with such a sum?
Every day of my life, Father.
And?
I made myself a promise, academically, of course,
Yes?
to give half the money to St. Dominic's. What's the matter, Father?
Cornelius, your ship has come in. You've finally drawn a horse in the sweeps.
Oh.
No? Cornelius. What? Chuck! Chuck!
Father, what's wrong?
Bring brandy. For two.
I know I did. Hello. I'm glad to see you. Look out, don't tear the dry goods.
Yes?
Hello, Nora.
Hello, Cornelius.
May I come in?
Of course.
Here.
What's that?
The back rent, $946.27.
So it's true then, huh?
Didn't I tell you my ship would come in? And this is only the beginning, just a drop in the bucket. Wait till I win the race. Come here. I want to show you something. How do you like it?
It's nice.
Well, of course, it's not the latest model, but I never was one to make a big splash. Needs tuning. Well, what do you think of Cornelius McBride now?
The new card and the new clothes have not changed my opinion, Cornelius.
Now, don't be bitter, Nora. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones, and we can start over where we left off.
Well, I'm not.
You're not.
I'm waiting, Cornelius.
Waiting for what?
Do I have to spell it out to you? The ring, third finger, left hand.
Woman, will you give a man a chance to breathe? Money is a responsibility. It's a great responsibility. And a man has to have a chance to think.
Think he can do better with your great expectations is what you mean.
Now, Nora.
Don't now, Nora, me. Whatever made you think that I'd say yes anyway?
I didn't come over here to fight.
No, just to insult me. But don't let me keep it from any pressing engagement you might have.
I have no
You're
engagement.
a fancy woman.
Don't be silly, Nora.
I know the score.
What score?
Don't play innocent with me. Who did you buy the fancy card and the clothes to impress? Not me, that's for sure.
Will you listen to reason, woman?
Will you have the common decency to get out of my house, please?
Nora!
Get out with you. Get out of here. Go back to your fancy cars and your fancy women.
No, Nora, no matter what he said, we mustn't be too hard on Cornelius. He pledged to give half his winnings to St. Dominic's Club. That's a good sign.
Yes, Father. And I hope his horse wins for your sake. Even though it'll mean the end of Cornelius and me.
What makes you say that?
Let's face it, Father. Cornelius doesn't need me anymore. I threw him out. He'll never come back. I know it.
Oh, there, Nora. I'm sure Cornelius feels just as badly about your little spat as you do.
Do you think so?
Of course I do. And if I'm a judge of human character, I tell you, Cornelius is pining away with grief at this very moment.
Nice big smile. Beautiful. Good big one. Come on. Big, beautiful. That's it. You people, raise your glasses up a little bit there. That's it. Get it, Wally, right now. Come on. Keep it smiling. Now, Mr. McBride, come on. Play it straight with me. Weren't you just a little surprised when they picked your horse?
Surprised?
Yeah.
Why should I be surprised? The whole thing was ordained from the beginning. It had to happen. Look, there are 16 letters in my name. Cornelius McBride. C-O-R-N...
Father, it's Cornelius.
What about him?
We just got a call from Casey's saloon. They want you right away. It's an emergency.
He's had another heart attack.
Yes.
Here. Tell Father O'Malley what happened.
Yes, Father.
I'll be back as soon as possible.
Hi, Father. I was just coming to see you. What's the matter?
It's Cornelius. He's had another attack.
Where?
Casey's saloon.
Taxi! I'll go with you, Father.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
What's the meaning of this? The man's not sick at all.
Reverend Father, neighbors, and and good friend. I know there's a little rumor going about, and I won't deny that rumor, that earlier, for the sake of impressing my audience, I made an imprudent promise to my church and to my friends. I declared to Father Fitzgibbon that in the event of winning the first prize in the great Irish sweepstakes, I would give half the money to the church.
We heard about that, Cornelius, and you stuck with it.
I not only intend to share my good fortune with the church, but with all my good friends. And I know that Father Fitzgibbon will administer it well. Take it, Father, with my poor blessing. And nail it to the rectory door.
Mr. Colwell, down at the paper, we get the results of the steeplechase over the teletype. Now, if you'd like, I can relay it into you over the phone here.
Here?
Well, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Well, mind you, Tom, I'm against gambling in any form. But I can't help thinking.
What, Father?
Well, wouldn't it be grand if the horse won, Tom? Wouldn't it be grand? Do you think the bishop would approve of our having a sweepstake winner in the diocese?
Oh, unofficially, he'd be delighted.
Now, if Cornelius comes through with his promise, and of course I'm not saying he will, but, the good work we could do with the money. New desks for the classrooms, cement floor for the gym.
Cement floor? Well, that floor's brand new. You put that floor in just before I came here.
You might as well know. We have termites. We should have treated the wood.
Oh.
Of course, I wouldn't want the bishop to know.
I'm sure the bishop has other things on his mind besides our termites.
I know. But it might seem to him another sign that I'm losing my grip.
Now, Father.
Of course, you see him often. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention it until we get the problem licked.
I promise I'll keep the termites under my hat.
Good. And if Cornelius' horse comes in, well, that takes care of the floor.
Yes, it'll be goodbye, termites, hello, cement.
Chuck, I've been thinking. What would you say about setting up a scholarship at the high school for some of the less fortunate ones who have the money to go to college?
Father, I don't want to take the edge off your hopes, but there's...
Maybe two scholarships. One for a boy and one for a girl. Notre Dame and Marymount. Chuck, do you think Cornelius acted out of generosity or impulse?
I would say it was an impulsive act of generosity.
Good afternoon, Father.
Good afternoon, sister.
O'Malley.
What is it, sister?
I hope you'll excuse this interruption, Father, but there's something the other sisters and I thought you should know.
Oh, well, speak freely.
I'm sure there's no malice or willful vice involved here, Father, but we've had 20 serious petitions in the past few hours to pray for the success of a horse.
In the Irish sweepstakes.
Yes, Father. Sister Superior makes it clear that with certain reservations, we're all quite fond of Mr. McBride. But she was careful to point out that if we pray for Cornelius, it will be for his health and reformation, not for a life of indolent ease.
Precisely the feeling I expressed to Father O'Malley only a minute ago.
Actually, Father, there's such a distortion of values around here that all of us in the convent are worried. Well, the whole parish seems to be caught up in such a spirit of greed and avarice that we've decided there's only one thing to do.
What's that, sister?
Pray that Cornelius's horse doesn't win. Did I say something wrong?
Well, let me put it this way, sister. We think it would be wiser not to rock the boat just yet because, well, this is the first time we've ever had 50% of the action.
Come in. Thank you, dear. Thank you. And thank you. See you all tomorrow. Ah, Mr. Simpson.
Yes, I thought I'd poke my head in and see how you were getting on.
Well, now that you mention it, I'm all out of dollar bills. Send me up a couple rolls and put it on my account. Something the matter?
Oh, no. It's just that it's a little unorthodox.
Tipping?
Putting it on your account.
Something wrong with my account?
Well, no. How many dollar bills do you want?
Oh, 100 ought to do it. You know, over-tipping has always been one of my minor vices.
Yes, sir.
Oh, on your way, would you mind dropping this off the laundry?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Dublin, London, Paris, Madrid, Rome. Have I left out anything?
That's got it.
2 tickets first class for the 18th.
Send them to the hotel?
Consider it done.
Thanks.
Hey, bon voyage.
Olé.
Light as a feather, right, sir?
Mm-hmm. That the best you got?
The very best.
I'll take it. Oh, do you know where I can get a hold of some stickers from some of the better hotels to put on my luggage?
You mean to let the porters know where you're going?
No. Let them know I've arrived.
Durability 20 to 1. Durability 20 to 1. How about say no more? 18 to 1. Thanks. Say no more, 18 to 1.
18 to 1.
How do you like it, Tom?
Cornelius, you are stunning. Come here. You can't afford it.
Now, Tom.
I got a call from the People's Finance Company.
Sorry. Yours was the first name that popped into my head.
Now, how much money have you spent, including the car?
6,000. 7,000.
That is more money than you will get as consolation prize if your horse doesn't win the race. Have you ever thought of that?
I have not.
But he's got a one-Italian horse. What? Who? Oh, yes, just a minute. Hey, Mr. Caldwell. Mr. Caldwell, it's for you. The newspaper.
Cornelius, sit down. Sit over here, huh? Okay, let's listen. Come on.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Sure, go ahead.
Come on.
They're off and running at Aintree. Quiet. The pack broke well. Approaching the first jump. It's left hand. Follow me. And Cupertino. It's left hand. Left hand loses its rider.
He's going to lose the right.
Cupertino clears. Follow me is second.
Well, we don't care about follow me.
Duffy's boy.
Eh? What?
Jeremiah.
Yeah?
Thomas Moore.
Come on.
Hold it, wait a minute. Come on. The leaders are approaching Beecher's Brook.
They?
Cupertino.
Cupertino.
Over and away. Here he is again. Hold it. Durability is running second now. Jeremiah falls at Beecher's Brook. Thomas Moore has lost his rider.
Cornelius, are you all right?
As I said before, it was ordained. It's out of our mortal hands. The horse can't lose.
From the numerology, Sweet 16. It's kismet.
The horses still in the race are approaching Valentine's Brook. And moving ahead is Cupertino. Durability, third. Cantonese. Duffy's Boy. Cupertino is increasing his lead. And Valentine's Brook, Cupertino, over, and... What? Fell down. Fell down. He lost his rider. Oh, my nuts. He's out of the race. Let's see that. Sorry, Cornelius. Come on, Cornelius. I'll walk you back to your hotel.
If it's all the same to you, Tom, I'd prefer to be by myself for a few minutes.
It just wasn't meant to be. How's he taking it?
Well, that's just it, Father. Nobody knows where he is. And now I'm really worried. Tom called the hotel, and they say he checked out. That was 2 days ago.
Perhaps he went back to the boarding house.
No, I called Nora. He hasn't shown up.
Poor man. Probably wandering around town in a daze.
You know, somehow I think that he got it into his head that he was running the race, not Cupertino. So when the horse lost, he felt that he personally had let everybody else down.
Do you think we should check the hospitals?
I already have. Well, I'll go check around the parish.
No, big boy. You're busy with the school and the baseball team. I'll do the checking.
But, Father...
I can't help but hold myself responsible.
Now, Father, you can't blame yourself.
Oh, well, we'll just have to spray the gym floor. I should have had the wood treated in the first place.
The builder should have advised you.
No, this is my responsibility. Like Cornelius, I've become a loser.
You and Cornelius will bounce back like 2 ping-pong balls in the Grand Canyon.
I hope so. I'm afraid my bouncing days are over.
Surprised. After the way he's carried on, he's probably ashamed to show his face.
Oh, come on, Nora. Don't try and tell me you're not just as worried about Cornelius as I am.
Is there any reason I should be? How much thought did he give me when he was the toast of the parish?
But the two of you are on the outs then, you know.
Well, isn't that just the time a man did send a little something to smooth things over?
Well, can you think of any place where he might be?
Have you tried the saloon?
Yes.
The pool hall?
Yes.
Excuse me, Father.
Are you Mrs. Callahan?
I am, Mrs. Callahan.
Where should we put it?
Put what?
May I?
Of course.
Good day, Father.
A piano? Well, there's been a terrible mistake. I'm sorry.
She's sorry, Father.
A grand piano? What's it all about?
That's a fair question, Father. Lady, don't you like music?
But of course I like music.
Then why don't you sign this so we fellas can be on our way?
For the simple reason that I ordered no piano.
According to this, Oh, wait a minute. Do you know a Cornelius McBride?
What's he got to do with it?
Oh, nothing much, except that he ordered it. He ordered it for you last week.
Cornelius!
Hello, Tom.
Oh, come on in. Sit down. Well, have you had anything to eat?
Oh, I'm all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
You can have a cup of coffee with me anyway. Where you been? Half the parish has been out looking for you. You had us worried half to death.
I know one person isn't worried.
Nora
Callahan. Can't say that I blame her.
Well, you could give her a call, Cornelius.
I couldn't.
Why not?
Knowing how she feels about me?
And how does she feel about you?
She threw me out, didn't she?
Cornelius, she threw you out just hoping you'd bounce back.
Cornelius! Thank heavens you're all right.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm not going to ask any questions.
Oh, now don't be cute. The piano arrived today. Oh, it's beautiful, but it must have cost you a fortune.
If you two would be more comfortable, I'll,
Don't be silly, Tom. I want you to hear this. Nora and I are getting married. That is, if she'll...
Oh, let's go, Cornelius. I've got to tell everyone before it explodes.
I'll be right with you. Will you stand up for me, Tom?
Do you have to ask? When's the date?
Cornelius!
As soon as possible. Before she finds out that I only put down a deposit on the piano.
What's going on here, anyway?
Putting a new cement floor in the gym.
What? What? We can't do that, my boy. You've overstepped yourself. We haven't that much money.
Wedding gift from Mr. and Mrs. Cornelius McBride.
But he lost all his money on the race. Spent it all.
He sold the car, and Nora turned back the piano.
But we can't let him give away all his money to us.
Well, he wouldn't take no for an answer. Anyway, he held back a few hundred, and he says he invested it wisely, that next year his ship will really come in.
He invested it wisely in what?
Irish sweepstakes tickets. He made some out to all of his friends. He even took one out in the name of the bishop.
What? Well, suppose the bishop draws a number on the winning horse.
Well, he'll just have to go through what we went through.